Hi everyone, today I'm going to be tying a Lunn's particular with a Coq de Leon tail and Cree wings. Now the first thing we do, take the pattern out of the vise and we place the hook that we're going to be using securely into the vise, like so. And the pattern I'm going to be using is a standard dry fly, size 12, and it's from Partridge Red Itch and it's from the Painted range. Now the first thing we do, we take our silk, which is brown sheer 40 we catch on about half a dozen turns below the eye and place on about half a dozen turns of silk to catch on. Trim the waist away, and now we're ready for our tail. And our tail is going to be Coq de Leon, and this has been dyed March brown. We pull half a dozen fibres or so together, tip to tip, pinch them off, offer them to the hook, and what we're looking for is, if you imagine the length of the body of the fly, we want the length of the body and a half more, so it's roughly that length. Okay, so we offer it on, pinch it, pinch a loop, check, lift the fibres and neatly tie them down to the base of our tail, which is roughly there. Take our silk back up to our start position, and then we trim the Coq de Leon waist away. Now to form a body, we take a nice genetic ginger hackle and we strip the hackle fibres away. Now you can see I've already done the one side, so this side we just pull the fibres, strip them off, and there we are, we're left with a nice stripped sleek quill. Now to form the body, place the quill on top of the body of the fly, catch it on, one more turn to secure, lift the quill and tie down against it with the silk down to the base of the tail. And when we get to that area, pull the two materials together, give it one turn over to secure, and then bring the silk up nice and neat turns to that position. Trim the waist away, and now we form our body using our quill. Pull the tail away, go around, and now work up in nice neat touching turns, or the best turns that you can actually achieve. If they're slightly apart, don't worry about it, it just gives it a nice segmented insect looking body. Okay, so up we go. Keep it as neat as you can to get to that position. Just tighten my silk up a little bit, and we cross over with our silk to catch it in twice, 3 times, and one for luck. Tighten my silk up a little bit, this bobbin is a little bit loose. Turn the hook upside down, trim our waist away. Now just neaten things up, give it a nice little tying base. And now we are looking for our wings. And to create our wings, we take an Indian Cree cape. We pull off 2 of these small feathers because we're only going to be using the tips. And what I've done is I've prepared 2 feathers like so. I've stripped the bases away, and now I'm going to put the tips together with the bright sides facing each other like so, and the length of the wing I'm looking for is roughly the same length as the body of the fly. Okay, that'll give you the height of your wing. So the length of the body, place the two right sections together, place them on top of the hook, pinch a loop, pinch a loop, turn the hook around, make sure they sit in nice and neatly on top of the shank, and now we just one at a time pull them in to length, like so. When you're happy, give it one more turn of silk, fold the quills back, 2, 1 tight turn of silk, and trim the waist away. What this does, it secures the feather on the actual hook so that the wings won't pull out. Now take your finger behind, crease them forward like so, apart, that's nice. Now take your silk, put one turn behind, maybe 2, and that's your wings positioned. Take your scissors in, trim this little bit of waste away, like so. So there's one I won't cut off. Come on. Okay, we'll leave him in. He'll add a bit of character to the hackle. Right, for the hackle, take a nice natural ginger. Well, this is actually a Cree, but it's a ginger bleeding into a Cree. We trim the base off, pull a few fibres out to give us a tying in base, like so. Come in from behind the wings. Come on now, sit tidy, that's it. Catch it in. 1, 2, 3. And in front, behind, and tie the silk towards the eye. Now, pardon me, to create the hackle, just take it around, touch the body, one more turn, and work the hackle forward. Return behind the wings, just to cock them forward, and then in front, push the hackle back, 1, push it back, 2, another turn, 3, cross over, maybe silk, 1, 2, 3, crease it backwards, and create a nice neat head, like so. Work finish tool, and work finish nice and neatly. Pull the silk tight, take the feather, crack it off, come in with your scissors, just trim the silk away. Push your wings forward, brush your hackle, got one little fibre of feather hanging through there, but that's okay. If it's happening, trim it off, like so. And the last thing to do, take a bit of finishing varnish or UV. I like to use the Deer Creek Fine. Spot it on the head. A little bit more. Leave the resin settle and hit it with a torch, like so. And there we are. Lunn's particular. So, coq de Leon tail, strip quill body, ginger hackle, Cree wings. Tail is 1.5 times the length of the body, so you're using the hook for the gauge. The wings are the length of the body for the height, so again you're using the hook for the gauge. And the hackle is slightly longer than the gape of the hook. Once again, you're using the gauge. Okay, hope this has helped you. Thanks for watching.